Hello, Isaac. My name is Sean Everett. I am the website analysis expert at Zucker Marketing. Thanks for talking with Eric. He sent your website over to me for analysis. That's what I'm going to give you now. Now, this website is beautiful. I don't need to probably tell you that. There's so many things right about it. Custom images, big fonts, a nice color scheme. I'm not really that much interested in the aesthetics of it. I'm more interested in the guts of your website, if you will, because the guts of your website is what is going to cause it to make you money or not. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I'll walk you through every step that I'm going to tell you about. The first thing I'm going to tell you is that the first thing I do is I go to this tool. It's a paid tool that I have to help me analyze sites. And then once it tells me it has some metrics about your site, I go and check them out elsewhere. Now, this is the first thing I did. The second thing I did after I went to my tool was go to Google and type in Dallas-Fort Worth roofers. Now, I typed in DFW. I don't know if it would make any difference otherwise, but here are the results. And I'm going to show you that the first two results are the same roofer, and these are paid. This person paid to be in that spot. Now, that's not a bad thing at all. You can pay to be in that spot. That's fine. It'll get you up to the top of a Google search. Now, the reason that that's important is because somebody with a Dunkin' Donut in one hand and a mouse in the other isn't going to travel much further than the first or second page down, which I just did. It bounced to a stop. Everything that is above that is pretty much what somebody who is lazy is going to look at. They're not going to go much below that. So what we want to do is help raise you up in this game. Now, underneath the paid ones are what we call the map pack. They are attached to a map. They show you where those folks are on that map. And the reason that they're there is because they went to Google and filled out a Google business profile. Now, the business profile is going to ask you a bunch of things like what year you started, what city you're in specifically, your address, your hours. Is going to have a bunch of tick boxes for like on-site services or free online estimate. There it is, online estimates, that sort of thing. So you want to go there and fill out a Google business profile. That is something that you do not need me for. Go and do it this afternoon, this evening, whenever you want to. Fill it out. And that will make Google reward you with something, and that will be being up here in the map pack. That is something that you want because that is that much closer to the top. Now, beyond that, these are actually also, the order of them is determined by the Google algorithm. The Google algorithm was developed for Google search customers so that they would get the most relevant results. Now, relevant to Google does not have to do with how good the company is, how many awards it's had, how many good response it's had from its customers. No, what the Google algorithm cares about is the site itself, websites. Now, you could have the worst roofing company in Dallas-Fort Worth, but if you satisfy the Google algorithm, it's going to put you up near the top. Let me show you. This is underneath the map pack. This is what we call the organic search results. Now, DFW Roofing is there, Lon Smith, Yelp. I'm going to take Lon Smith as an example just because I am familiar with their website a little bit. And here it is. Here's their website. I'm going to refer to Lon Smith as your biggest Google competitor. Let's say that because they are higher on the search results than you are. Now, I am going to take your website and I am going to copy and paste all of it into this word counter. There we go. Paste. You have 764 words. Not bad. I'm going to do the same with Lon Smith. Copy, paste into a different word counter. 1,062 words. Now, I'm going to tell you this right now. The Google algorithm does not necessarily know what your industry is, but it knows what other websites come up when people search for the same kind of thing. So, all words are not equal, but if they are all equal, 1,062 beats 764. That's just the way an algorithm works. So, the next thing I'm going to show you, you want to get your word count up. Google would prefer that you have 1,500 words. So they're a little bit closer, but you have about double yours to go in order to make the Google minimum of words. Now, all words are not the same, and I'm going to show you what I mean. This is your website using that tool that I told you about. Here are your organic search words. You have 1. Now, I'm going to go to Lon Smith. They have 797. Now, when I'm talking about that, here are their organic search words. Dallas Roofing, Roofer Dallas, probably roofing company, roofing companies. There's going to be a lot of variations on roof, roofer, roofing companies, different, plural and singular. There's going to be stuff about gutters. There's going to be stuff about shake roof. There's going to be stuff about TPO. All sorts of things that I don't know all of the words in your industry. You do. You can come up with a great big bunch of words which should go in your website. Let me put it to you this way. If I want to have a balloon manufactured, a red balloon, I'm going to type in red balloon manufacturer. Now that's going to be simple. Anybody who has a site that has red balloon manufacturer in it is going to come up. If I type factory that makes red balloons, that's a whole different search. If the company that makes red balloons does not have factory that makes red balloons in their site, they're not going to come up because the algorithm isn't going to necessarily know the difference between a manufacturer and a factory. That's just the way an algorithm works. So you want to have more specificity in your words on your website. And that is what we call the keywords and the key phrases. So you want to get more keywords and key phrases. You don't necessarily have to beat their 797, but you can certainly come up from 1. And you know what all the words in your industry are. You can look, just sit and brainstorm about them one afternoon and come up with a whole lot more. And as far as phrases go, like I showed you, Dallas Roofing, Roofer Dallas. It's just a question of putting them in a different order in a bunch of different places. Now, you don't have to write reams and reams of paragraph. It doesn't have to look like that. You can have it hidden in your website in a variety of ways that your website organizer or creator can tell you about. I don't know why I can't think designer. There we go. Your website designer can tell you about. So now the next thing I'm going to tell you about are the backlinks. You have 6 of them, and Lon Smith has 7,600. Backlinks are a different site other than your own that refers back to your website. In other words, if you are on Angie's List or Super Pages or Yellow Pages, those are websites that are going to refer back to yours. Let me show you what they have. So this is what they have on theirs. These are the backlinks that they have on their website. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Yellowpages.com, Super Pages, About Me, PR Newswire, they must have done something newsworthy. Angie's List, you could get on Angie's List. I know it's paid, but it's actually a very good backlink. These other ones you can just get on by going to their websites and saying, I'd like to be on it, filling out a profile like the one you did for the Google business profile. Excuse me. So to wrap it up, I'm going to tell you the 3 things you can do. 1, get yourself a Google business profile. 2, get your organic search words up. Those can be improved on your website. 3, put some backlinks on your profile, more than you have now, which isn't going to be terribly hard to do because you have 6, you only have 1. But both of these things, all of these 3 things combined are going to put you higher on the Google search results. And the result of that is going to be the difference between 4,600 people clicking on your site last month versus 1. And the 1 might have been me because I just looked at your site. So you don't have to get this number. You really don't. You can just get it up to, say, 500 or 1,000, and you're going to be that much better off than the 1 that you have. Now, I hope I have given you some tips that are helpful to you to improve your website. I really hope that you will be able to take my advice and make use of some of these tips. I will tell you that these tips for me would be easy to do. For somebody who would prefer to spend their time roofing, maybe they would not be so easy. But that's where Eric can come in handy. So if any of this interests you, please give Eric a call. He will guide you through the next steps. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day.